Hey boys and girls, welcome back to Mario & Rabbids Kingdom Battle DK's Adventure. In the last episode, we delved ever deeper into the deep pits of Rabbid Kong's Temple Dungeon, facing off against the many idolic traps to keep any who would be treasure stealers at bay, from flaming fire burpers to rock and sock'em punching moving invulnerable idols to bounce us out of our seats. But with careful positioning and a couple of close calls, we slowly but surely succeeded in traversing through these trap-filled battle minefields, with only a couple burns and bruises, while securing ourselves a boatload of treasure for our troubles. Other than that, honestly, I feel like the end of our adventure is slowly but surely coming, since, based on the washing machine, since that's been honestly, it's been pretty accurate. Honestly, I really do think level 4 of World 4 is actually the end. So, with that being said, I also promised you guys I would collect all the puzzle pieces. They were in areas that we actually passed through, and they were all in areas that were just out of view of us. This one's literally hiding right next to the Golden Kong statue, and I didn't even see the jump down area there. But, there was 5 per area. And the other 2 were, one was in a grass patch that had a little cannon next to it, and it was technically a rabbit statue, but directly behind the rabbit statue in the tall grass there was a puzzle piece, and you wouldn't really look behind there normally, because you wouldn't really think there would be anything there, because it's leading to the next level. But other than that, the other one is over in the reef area right before you get to the Fin boss, and it's right in a little pocket of a corner, kind of like out of view of where you would actually look again. And it seems like all the ones that we missed were literally ones that were just literally out of view. But now that we're done with that, we can make our way back to Atoll real quick, and go and finally put in these puzzle pieces and see what's hiding behind that puzzle piece door. Because, honestly, it's been quite a mystery, honestly. Aha! First puzzle. I finished in a long time, and look at that. I guess I thought we'd reawaken an ancient volcano spirit or something, but oh well. Oh well indeed. But it looks like we are getting treasure, though. Only thing is, actually, yeah, they are different than the other chests, aren't they? Because we had bronze, silver, and these are actually gold. Wonder what's behind a gold chest. We haven't opened one. Oh, okay, well, it's apparently a weapon. Cool. Well, there's 3 of them, so I'm guessing we're getting a weapon for every single person. That's cool. But the golden gyre, you could lob common bananas around like a peasant, but why not make using the signature DK gold banana ring? Definitely taking that, that's for sure. Let's see if it's a weapon for everybody, though. It seems like it is. And I'm wondering if it's going to be our primary weapons, because it seems like, based on what it said about Rabbid Peach, that seemed like a special one. But let's see here. First Class Crusader. Stay cozy and stretch out. You'll have plenty of legroom while you draw the curtain on your lower class competitors. I like how they're just golden variants of the starting weapons, which is pretty funny. And honestly, with Cranky, in general, it should actually be a golden cane, so we'll actually get to see it outside of battle, which is pretty cool. But Honey Hurler, a little island history, the Banana King gave much praise to the gods for the deliciousness of banana and peanut butter and honey on toast. Well, sounds pretty good. Do we get those weapons for free? That's the real question, I guess. We'll make our way back into obviously the Shrine Dungeon real quick before we worry about that, but definitely pretty cool, though. But interesting, though. Definitely interesting, because now we have some really nice-looking weapons. Don't know how useful they're going to be, but they do unlock on the final area, so they should be pretty good, I would think. But let's definitely take a look. Hopefully they're free, though. Nope, they're not free, so we need to buy them. But 100% bounce definitely sounds great. That's 100% crit, which is huge. 100% honey. And then is his going to be Vamp? It is indeed Vamp. So 100% Vamp is huge. That is very huge. Okay, we're definitely taking advantage of that when we get the chance. We just need 1,600 bananas for 3 characters, which is easier said than done. Definitely easier said than done. But we might get a couple bunches before we actually get to the next battle. I almost said dungeon. But if we might actually be able to get those weapons, which would be good. I'll definitely say that. Because we've been getting quite a decent amount in general. And also, did we see this guy? Yeah, we definitely saw him. For a second I wasn't sure, just because of the way he was walking, but we definitely saw him. So let's make our way back to where we saw 3-3. Because we did both puzzles before we got to around this area. But here we go. 3-3, or why did I say 3-3? 4-3. And here we go. What kind of things are we going to deal with here, though? I already see a fire... Wait a minute, that's not a fire burper. Oh, that's a new type of relic. Okay. Or not relic, but idol. But it looks like a fire version. Wait a second. Now there are 3 idols, a fiery one too, no fair. Once again, we must take care of all the enemies on the battlefield, then the invulnerable idols will let us go. I would hope so. Okay, so we got the rock and sock'em ones of the recoil ones, as well as this idol fire, which apparently burns us. So now we have moving fire burpers now, which is terrifying. As well as the, obviously, chain chomp-like recoil ones. Uh-oh. Okay. So defeat all enemies. It looks like there's 3, 5, 7, 9 all together. Looks like 2 hoppers, 3 hoppers, 4 hoppers, 5, 6, 6 hoppers, 1 smasher, 7, 2 smashers, 8. Wait, that should be 9. Where's the other enemy? Unless I miscounted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. Oh no, there's a smasher on both sides. I just didn't see the other smasher on the map. Okay, there we go. So 3 smashers and a bunch of hoppers. That's not too hard. It's actually really easy. Okay. Yeah, sure. We can easily do that. And we can grab these guys too, if we need to. I guess what we'll do is we'll leave them alone, though. Maybe. We can jump on over. We should be out of range. Well, I almost ended my turn on accident. No, we're not out of range. Okay. Well, we don't need to jump over. We can go through pipe. And then go from there, maybe. We can toss you, like here-ish. Which may actually work. Or, per se, we can grab you. We can jump over. Go through here. Get you kind of in a position where you can hit multiple enemies, like, kind of like this. Which may actually be pretty good. I actually kind of like that, actually. You know what? Let's go with that. I think I like that. Because the idea here is I'm not really worried about the idols, per se. I'm more worried about the huge amount of enemies kind of hiding here. And if we can do this right, we can actually do quite a lot of damage here in a quick succession. Only thing is how do we want to do it and where do we want to do it? Then we also have to deal with kind of like what we want to do over here as well. We can send this turret in right here. You know what? That might be a good idea. You know what? Because that hopper is out of range. It might give us a good chunk of damage while on him, while also critting him and completely pushing him out of map. Okay, well, 1 enemy's down already, which is huge for us. Let's make our way on through. Do a little bit of damage to you, because you have a little bit of HP left. We'll make our way back into here, maybe? Let's see, where does this guy move? He can't get to me, okay. So Rabbid Peach is safe to go here, which is good. Because that's kind of what I want to do with this movement. Because as long as we dash into 2 of those enemies, and kind of stay out of range as much as we can, we should be perfectly fine with this turn. And then other than that, we can maybe jump off at you again, do a little bit more... Actually, wait a minute. I wonder. I can blast you and maybe stink eye ya. That might work. Because I want to make sure that guy goes down. But I also want to do damage to both of these guys as well. That's a good question. Well, I could definitely do something along the lines of that. For sure. And then maybe along the lines of maybe jumping around right where we were before. In a way. While also maybe hitting that guy at the same time. Which could also work. So maybe this will end up being better. I guess we'll find out. It really depends on if we get rid of that smasher before this turn ends. To be completely honest. Because I really need him gone. That's the real kind of like idea here. And then what we can do now is we can set up the Hairy Eye with Donkey Kong here. This will kind of drag all the enemies. Well, actually, we knocked them all out, I think. With the fact that we critted there, which is pretty good. And now, since the fact is the other guy's going to start running through, we can actually take use of that. Because this Smasher is definitely going to run through this pipe. I'm pretty sure. Or at least try and make his way over. So, as long as we kind of deal with him in time, I think we should be fine. And then we can't put asleep all the enemies, which would be nice if we could. We can maybe go for the knockout. But the thing is it really going to do so? It's really up to this crit, honestly. We got the crit, 63 damage though. So it didn't end up working. So we can end up putting you to sleep then. Just so you don't use your ability. Because he can definitely go for a shield. And now we don't have to worry about the Hopper changing his idea. And even if we get hit by that fire, yeah, that wasn't too bad. Could have been worse. Okay, now we just need to worry about these. Oh, they do attack their allies. Really? Okay. Well, that's news to me. I didn't know if they ran into them, they bounced them around. Huh. Interesting. Okay, so we did 20 free damage to the other Smasher on the other side of the map. That's not bad. I'll take... Oh, thank you for dropping me right next to you. That was probably your worst idea ever. But, maybe it'll work for you. I guess we'll find out here. We're weakened, though, because of the Smasher. So, it's kind of iffy. But I think we might be able to finish it on this turn. Depending on what we do. So, let's see here. First is figuring out what Rabbid Peach may want to do. It's definitely looking like we go for this guy, though, to bring him closer. Or we can honey him. Interesting. You know what? That might actually work for us. Okay. Definitely dash into you. Maybe we can jump over Donkey Kong. I'm trying to make it so Rabbid Cranky might be able to bounce off of another character. Because that definitely seems like something we might want to do in order for this to work perfectly. While also maybe giving us some HP as well. But let's definitely figure out what Donkey Kong can do at the current moment. Okay, Donkey Kong... Yeah. He might need to go inside the pipe here. Jump on over. Jump over again. Go through. Well, he can grab him. He can definitely grab him. So that's definitely something we want to do. Okay, so Rabbid Cranky is good where he is. So the idea now is to definitely make sure we can go along the lines of doing something like this. Because then we break the shield on him. And then after that, we just kind of figure out what to do from there, honestly. Could have dashed. Yeah, actually, we should have dashed there, actually. That probably would have been better in the long run, to be honest. But maybe we didn't need to do that. I guess we'll find out here in a second. And plus, we might be able to kind of make do with that, too, at the same time. Because Donkey Kong might be the one that needs to get rid of the other guy. While Rabbid Cranky is doing something along the lines of dealing with this guy. Because he does have Stink Eye still up. So it might be smarter for Rabbid Cranky to actually deal with the other Smasher, to be honest. While Donkey Kong deals with Mr. Hopper here. Because as long as, you know, we deal with Mr. Hopper with at least Donkey Kong or the other, we'll definitely be fine. But let's definitely go Stink Eye now. And we should be able to get rid of him, I think. So hopefully this does exactly what we hope it does, because Honestly, all we need is that second hit. Okay, good. Good. Okay, other than that... Honestly, it's just better to maybe go ground pounding here. And hope, but we did bounce. Oh, we bounced him out of map, actually. Which was not exactly what I was expecting. But that definitely works. And down goes level 3 of World 4. Not bad, not bad. Definitely was kind of relying on that stink eye, but we ended up bouncing him out of the map based on the positioning there. And 2 of 2 turns to do that one too. Huh, really tight amount of turns to do that, but we did do it, which is really good. But down that goes. Okay, good. Definitely good. Let's grab our extra bananas, though, before we do go running off. Because, honestly, we should be getting ourselves to the final level of this area. And I'm pretty sure if it is the final level, yep, that's the boss. Okay, so we're literally on top of the boss now. Okay, so let's figure out our weapons and our runes then. Because we definitely want to make sure everything's kind of situated right. We're definitely going extra HP. Let's make sure everybody's full HP, actually. That's probably the smartest thing. Just so we have as much HP to deal with as possible. And then, honestly... that's a good question on this. I'm gonna say cover bonus. I really feel like this would be better, because Rabbid Cranky breaks cover on purpose. So it might actually just be better for the cover bonus for Rabbid Cranky. Team Jump also might be good as well, but the thing is it may not come down to that. Other than that, probably weapons. Only thing is I only think we're going to be able to use one of these. So we got to be very selective on what we end up bringing with us. The Vamp chance could be really good, per se. It definitely could be. Not really sure what this is for, because we didn't unlock this, which is weird. So I'm not really sure what the secondary ones are, but they're definitely probably going to be gold variants as well. But, oh wait, no, there's one over here too. Weird. Okay then. Honey chance could be really good. 30% chance of making sure they stay down. Could be really good. But the thing is, Donkey Kong's main primary weapon bounces multiple enemies at the same time. I'm gonna say Donkey Kong. I really think this could probably be better. Just because of the fact that the bounce is really, really, really good. So, hopefully, we get what we get out of this and it ends up working. So, I guess we'll just go in with that golden banana and see what ends up happening. And, honestly, I guess we just send ourselves into 4-4 for what seems to be the final boss of DK's adventure. So, with that being said, I'll see you guys right after the cutscene, because we're definitely going to get one. So, here be, boys and girls. Okay, here we go. The final boss. Mega Rabbid Kong. 11th hour encore. And this time, he doesn't have his little heal pool of the Mega Bug pool healing him constantly. So now we should actually be able to put some scrapes onto him now. Although he kind of does look like he took a little bit of battle damage with the fact that his little cape has kind of been destroyed a little bit there. But here we go. That scythe is definitely looking kind of terrifying. But, let's be honest here. Definitely, with due time, we should be able to deal with them. He's got 1000 HP, 30 damage push, bad banana ring, so I'm guessing he's gonna toss that whole scythe at us. 100% damage shield. Okay, so he's got the Hopper's ability now, and then he can run like a madman. Okay. Okay, so far so good. And then we have the tropical bucklers joining him, which seem to be his royal guard at this point. And we can't grab them with Donkey Kong, so that's a little unfortunate. But, let's see here. I guess it's really up to what we want to do here. I'm going to say let's definitely make use of Rabbid Cranky's main ability, because there's literally no reason not to, right? Let's go from... Can Rabbid Cranky jump anybody? Actually, it doesn't really matter yet, honestly. Let's just get him into position, I think. And then we'll figure out from there. Because I think it's more of a worry on what we can do currently and what we want to do. So, honestly, from there, we can either try and go for this buckler here, which may be a little bit harder than said than done. Or maybe we can bounce, maybe... Nope. I was thinking maybe we could do something along the lines of getting behind this buckler. But it may have to be via walking, it looks like. And then from there... Ooh, we can do a little bit of damage to both of them. That could work. You know what? Let's go for it. No reason not to, right? And hopefully it does do a push. Oh, yep, it pushed the buckler. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay, that's actually really good. Okay, not bad. Definitely dash into you. Probably bounce. I guess it really doesn't matter. I think this guy's going to hit me no matter where I am, to be completely honest. But, honestly, we could maybe make this work at the same time. Because I think if we move, like, here-ish, we should be able to hit both of them. But I think if Donkey Kong were to throw his banana, I think it would still do what we want it to do. But so far, not bad. I'm liking the positioning of everything so far. But I definitely say we go for probably Golden Gyre here. But I'm going to shield up with Rabbid Peach before we worry about Rabbid Kong, though. But so far, this battle doesn't look too hard. I guess we'll find out what we're really dealing with here in a second. But the only thing is I can't really blast both of them with Rabbid Cranky, though, which is a little unfortunate. But we can still blast him in the face. It's definitely worth a shot. But I'm thinking probably Stink Eye and Hairy Eye for both Donkey Kong and Rabbid Kong, and Donkey Kong. But that 100% crit is definitely going to come in handy, though. Because we just did 100 damage to Rabbid Kong instantly with just Donkey Kong alone. But let's see what he ends up wanting to do here now that it's his turn. And also the music's now starting. Oh. Okay, he can push us out of position, too. And it looks like he can maybe attack twice based on that. 141 damage from that. Jeez. And he actually completely pushed Cranky out of position there, too. Oof. Well, that's unfortunate. Because he didn't get to use the Stink Eye at all. And it's going to go completely gone here in a second. Which is a little unfortunate. Poor Cranky. He didn't get to use his ability that turn. But that doesn't actually hurt us too much, because we can easily get rid of you. Does it really matter where we position ourselves here? I'm not really sure. I think we can easily go here. I guess we'll find out. I think he's going to move anyways behind us. So I guess it really doesn't matter about cover at the moment. And he might push us anyways, just to be completely fair. Ooh, a crit. I'll take that. 70% chance to crit. I would hope I would crit. Ooh. Can't really do much with our Grump Jump here, though. Because that's been a main thing we've been taking full advantage of. It doesn't look like we're going to be doing it here. We may be able to get a little bit closer, though, for Donkey Kong to maybe help out. The only thing is it's not really the best position, though, at the current moment. But we could definitely make it work. We could do something along the lines of this. Although we can't get Cranky into the cover zone, which is not really ideal. But maybe, just maybe. Nope, that hits him. How do we do this where Donkey Kong also gets cover? Here-ish, maybe? Yeah, I think so. I think that should work. And then we also get the Grump Jump, at least. So the extra 60 damage from Cranky Kong is definitely going to come into effect here, which is good. Because I want to make sure we're always doing that, I think. So I feel like that's a big amount of damage we give up if we don't do it. And I think we just go for a nice liquidator here. Nice little crit there. 105 damage, not bad. And then I think we just end turn. I don't think we can put him to sleep at all because he's a boss. We tried it before, but I don't think it's going to change. Poor Rabbid Peach got kind of blown out of his proportion, and Donkey Kong did too, actually. But so far, he doesn't seem too hard. Not really sure why. He seems pretty easy so far. But the thing is he might have second phases and third phases, like the Mega Bug Bowser that we fought. So, let's be honest here, he definitely probably still has something big up his sleeves that makes him seem a little bit easier at the current moment. Okay, not bad. Other than that, how do we do that 100 damage instantly here? Can't really run into position where I can get on top of somebody. But I might be able to do something along the lines of, that's a good question. Or we might be able to get a crit here. That too. Which may actually work as well. You know what, we'll do an attack first, and then we'll worry about Cranky. Because Cranky might be able to just do the last little bit of damage here with a Grump Jump. Just in case if he does have anything else up his sleeve, we still have somebody that can still fully move, as well as still shoot too, on top of that. Because I'm trying to prepare for anything that might come. And let's see here. Okay, we did full damage, and he did indeed move, so he's still going. So he does have second phases. So that confirms that one for us. And it looks like we didn't really affect him too much with that. He still looks like he's still up for the count, with not much of a worry in the mind of him. And also, it looks like he still has that Mega Bug inside of him in a way, based on the fact that definitely seems like a shield of some sort. Oh, what the heck is going on with his HP? Okay, then. Same stats as before, but he has really wonky HP now. Huh. Okay, so I guess, we do probably step on these little buttons here. That's my only guess, to be completely honest. Huh. Okay, then. Well, what's in here? Is that yeah, that's a buckler. I can actually, wait, I can grab the buckler as long as he's inside the ground. Wait a minute, what? They didn't let me do that before, that's kind of interesting. Huh. So as long as we can grab them by the ears, it counts. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Okay, well, stepping on that broke a golden barrel thing, as well as brought Rabbid Kong directly to us. Which I'm not really sure if I like that. But I can get rid of the buckler while I'm here, so let's definitely start dealing with that real quick. Just so he's not on top of me. Which would probably be smarter, let's be honest there. The only thing is we are out of movement. So let's set up Stink Eye. Because that buckler's definitely going to get up in a second. And then I guess we just sit here and see what happens with our next turn here. So what's Buckler going to try? Because he's definitely going to move here. Oh, music's starting back up. Pretty terrifying music for the second phase of this fight here. And we don't do any damage to you, so I was kind of hoping your Buckler would move. But it looks like you ended up... Oh, he stepped on his own button. That's weird. Huh. Why did he stand on his own button? So I can kind of trick him into standing on them if I wanted to. Based on that. Because I heard the click of the button there. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. Might need to use that, honestly. No Donkey Kong jump panels, though. So we can't make use of his Dandelion jump here. Which is a little unfortunate. I wish I could. But it doesn't look like we're going to be doing anything to do with that. Which is pretty unfortunate. But we might be able to maybe get Donkey Kong over here? Maybe? He might be able to grab Rabbid Peach. Nope, not in range. Not in range at all. Okay, so maybe not. What we'll do then is like here-ish, maybe? I don't think it really matters. I also see a summoner over there that we're going to need to deal with soon. How do we want to do this, though? Maybe deal with you or not. Really kind of depends. We can't directly jump on top of that panel, but we can do a decent amount of damage to the buckler here. And it's probably better the closer we are to him to get that massive amount of damage. Because, let's be honest, the closer we are to an enemy, the more damage we do when it comes to these shotgun abilities. So it's better to do it like that. Okay, not bad. Donkey Kong is kind of really iffy, to be completely honest here. But, might be able to do something. Can I toss this? Yeah, nowhere nearby. Okay, probably not going to be worth it then. We'll just try and make Donkey Kong run as far as possible, while also trying to get as close as possible to his allies. But I'm definitely going to go for 70% HP heal for right now. And then we can kind of figure out what we want to do with these guys here in a second. I'm thinking we... No, we can't. A little unfortunate. We can maybe blast you, though, for a 35% chance of critting you. Didn't hit you, though. Unfortunate, but not the worst thing. Okay, so what's Rabbid Kong going to try now? Because it's definitely we don't want to mess with him. But we also... Oh! Well, thanks for knocking your ally around for me. Not sure what you're trying to do, but it doesn't seem very smart. Okay. Well, he's messing with the golden barrel over there for a second, I guess. Huh. Why did he do that? Okay, then. I guess he's preparing for us to maybe try and maybe do something with that, then. Because he's definitely guarding that. Based on the fact that he always goes to one of those buttons. So I'm guessing he's just worried that we're going to be pressing that soon. Which we did press it immediately with Donkey Kong as soon as it spawned, so it might have messed him up a little bit. Which is probably good for us in a way. Only thing is... Wait a minute. We can toss the sentries. I just thought of that. Only thing is it's going to blow up no matter where I put it at the current moment. Unfortunate. It doesn't really matter, though. It's fine. But... What do we want to do here? I think Stink Eye, in case the Smashers decide to move. And then we try and send in this Trophy Fish Terror and see if maybe we can either knock both of them out, which would be a good idea for me, because it would be nice to make sure these guys are down for the count. And then thankfully they did go down. Good. Okay, that's perfect. Donkey Kong might be able to throw Rabbid Peach in position. So I think just getting... Actually, wait. Actually, you know what? Rabbid Peach might want to go to this button, actually. Yeah. Throw Rabbid Peach over here, actually. And then we'll shield this turn with Rabbid Peach. Because Rabbid Peach is going to be in a weird spot. Also, nope. I was thinking that Rabbid Peach might get bounced by that, but it didn't seem like that ended up happening, which is good. Okay, not bad. Other than that... I think we just put you here-ish, I think. And then I think we're going to try and drop one of these gold-plated barrels on you. So I hope you like barrel bolts, because it should definitely help us out with doing a decent amount of damage to you, almost instantly. And then we drop you right on top. And that should be probably that barrel open. Whatever it does for us, I'm not sure, but it definitely is going to help us with Rabbid Kong, I would think. Okay, now it wants us to get over there. Okay. Well, that makes more sense why he was guarding it. So I guess that makes a little bit more sense now. Only thing is how do you want to do this next turn here? It definitely looks like bounce off of Rabbid Kong and knock out that summoner, though, for sure, to get the other enemies off the field. Other than that, I think we just end turn and see what happens. Because at the current moment, I don't think we do any damage at all. Because that shield is completely blocking anything we want to try here. Oh, you pushed Donkey Kong for me. That might actually be perfect. Because now that Donkey Kong's closer to that barrel, Rabbid Cranky might be able to make his way directly to that barrel this turn. Let's see. Because I can easily get to like here-ish. And Donkey Kong's right next to that, so I don't think it really bothers him whatsoever. So we grab you, we go right next to him, and yep, we can drop it right on top of there. Okay, I don't know if we need every single person over there, but Let's see what happens when we drop Cranky over here. Well, I did not actually expect that to knock out Rabbid Kong, but apparently that golden barrel definitely did not do him any good. But that was pretty cool, though. I definitely liked that, that's for sure. I just didn't think that would knock him out, but that ended up being his downfall, though. And it also got that kind of crazy banana out of him, too, that he ate at the very beginning, which seems to be pretty much the source of his entire power, which is very interesting. Because I thought he would have eaten, like, multiple of those at least, I would think. But, honestly, with Rabbid Kong down, and it seems like Rabbid Peach finally wanting to make amends, honestly, it looks like Rabbid Kong's gonna actually get a happy ending. Unlike how he thought originally, where, you know, he was gonna be the main villain, which technically he was, but it seems like the Mega Bug influence on that banana really did him in, honestly, based on what it kind of seems like. Because the Mega Bug does definitely enrage enemies and makes them go crazy. Since, you know, based on the fact that we dealt with all those crazy Rabbids that were attacking us this entire time. But, let's continue with what we have right here. Rabbid Peach, despite her heartless actions atop the block tower that led us here, has proven herself a reformed Rabbid, showing mercy in all. Hour of victory to this poor misunderstood creature. Perhaps she is a diva of dignity, grace, and compassion. Maybe. Maybe. Oh, and we did it perfect. That's actually kind of surprising. Huh. Cool. And we also got 3 runes out of that too, as well as some new weapons, which the only thing that I can think that we're missing is those final ones that didn't show up in our thing. Well, I'll take them. I'll definitely take them. Poor Rabbid Kong's being used as a servant now. He's in love while Rabbid Peach is just like, ooh, now I got a new ride to get around, and I don't have to walk everywhere like I had before. Well, I got the diva part right away. Anyhow. Yeah, definitely for sure. Also, that was a pretty small little amount of dialogue there. Wasn't expecting another loading screen in between that. Well, Rabbid Kong, thank you for carrying the washer. Next time I need to move, I know who to call. Little joke, I know. Well, I think the warranty is definitely short, but the washer is as good as new, or at least as good as it ever was. It's pretty bold of you to assume that there was a warranty on that thing. They probably stole that, I'm gonna be honest. Knowing the Rabbids and how their actions work outside of this universe, they steal things. Because they don't understand anything. They just think that they could grab stuff. And what the idea was, from the one I know about the party game, the original one, which was called Raving Rabbids, if I remember correctly. That was on the PC. And then I think it was Wii, as well as DS one, called Rabbids Go to the Moon, where they were stealing a bunch of objects and stacking them on top of each other in order to climb up on top of the moon. And I believe the washing machine is one of them, if I'm remembering right. But, yeah, definitely, yeah, I don't think that thing ever had a warranty, to be honest. But, let's see. I suppose it says goodbye, as it is your intention to remain here and make amends for your banana racketeering. As for Rabbid Peach and myself, it's back to the Mushroom Kingdom. I am overjoyed, however, to be parting as friends. Okay, and there we have it. The end of Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle, officially, because now with Donkey Kong's adventure and the original story now come to an end. And also the fact that we got to see the coder from the very beginning, too. We overheard her for a very short amount of time at the very beginning of the very first cutscene, but we actually got to see her. And she was looking at some pictures that seems to be the ones that Rabbid Peach was taking. I don't know how she was able to get them, but that was actually pretty cool to actually see her, because we thought she was going to be a bigger part of the original story. I thought that was going to be the person sending us our letters, but it ended up being BeepO, since we thought it was the biggest fan. That's what we thought, but it ended up being BeepO. But we actually did get to see the coder, which was pretty cool. So the person that made the Super Merge headsets ended up getting a small little cameo in the end. That's cool, because I was really not thinking we were going to ever see them again, based on the fact that we didn't see them in the end of Kingdom Battle. But we saw her at the end of Donkey Kong's adventure, which was pretty cool. We will check one thing, and, well, apparently, what's next challenges and Ultimate Challenge, which we won't be doing because, obviously, we didn't do any of that in the original story, just because it wouldn't really make sense to, do the challenges if I didn't do them in Kingdom Battle, in our adventures through Kingdom Battle. So, honestly, I'm pretty sure we're completely done, but I want to make sure there's no missing dialogue real quick, because there was dialogue after Kingdom Battle's credits. So let's double check here for this one. Another rousing success pad, bananas restored. Washing machine repaired. Rabbid Kong reformed. Yep, definitely reformed. Something's bothering me though. Looks like the little challenge guys are now awake too as well. My senses detect some residual corruption left behind by the Megabug's influence. Yeah, that definitely seems that way. And those rabbits with the banana hats woke up as well. Looks like they're seeking our attention. I'm pretty sure in order to deal with that corruption, I think it's just to do those challenges, I think. Which are just extra, hard difficulty missions that you can do. It doesn't lead to any story, I'm pretty sure. But still pretty cool that they give you some extra stuff to do after Donkey Kong's adventure to give you a little bit more challenges and stuff to do in general. Because they technically have the Ultimate Challenge DLC as well as Donkey Kong's Adventure. So you get a bunch of challenges once you're done with Donkey Kong's Adventure to do. So it's definitely pretty nice because it adds a nice couple extra hours of gameplay, which is pretty nice for just solo play and stuff like that. Come, the fight isn't over yet. New challenges await us, if we want to get this over with, of course. Oh, BeepO, technically we're already done here, but it's still pretty cool to have the ability to do more if we really wanted to. But, honestly, I'm looking forward to actually getting into Sparks of Hope in the next episode. So, I think that's probably more of what I should be worrying about than, doing these challenges. So, but still though, I do like the idea that they give you so much you can do, honestly. And honestly, since we are back in the game, we might as well look at our secrets that we unlocked along the way. So we'll look through what we have now, because we didn't do this in Kingdom Battle, but we did do a lot of treasure chest hunting in this adventure, so I think we might as well go through what we did unlock, and all the different things we found along the way by collecting all these treasure chests, because there's some pretty cool artwork and stuff that you can find based on just regular Kingdom Battle, as well as just in general when it comes to Donkey Kong's Adventure as well. And obviously our little 3D models. Oops, forgot, if you press A on that, it brings you closer. But, honestly, it's still pretty cool, having these little figurines of the bosses, and, of course, some of the different enemy types and stuff like that. But, obviously, I'm guessing one of these is Rabbid Kong, and I'm guessing probably Super Mega version? Actually, now that I look at it, Yeah, that's definitely got to be Mega Rabbid Kong and regular Rabbid Kong, I think. Could be wrong. Could be the washing machine could be one as well, because technically the Mega Bug was the washing machine itself when we did do World 3's boss. But honestly, pretty cool, nonetheless. Honestly, I had a lot of fun with this adventure throughout everything we did, and it's going to be sad to say finally goodbye to Kingdom Battle. But let's be honest here, it's not goodbye to the Rabbids and Mario, because, let's be honest here, that is what I'm planning to do for our next series. So, with the fact that just, in general, Sparks of Hope is our next game, I am kind of curious what we're really going to be getting ourselves into. Because, let's be honest here, I think it's going to be a little bit more difficult. I could be wrong. But the thing is I strictly remember when I was watching Kraken play a small bit of it, when he only played, like, the first, like, couple areas. I didn't see any of the cutscenes, though, because he was playing on tablet mode. But I did see the battle style, as well as, like, the overhearing BeepO's voice and everything, since that was the reason why we did BeepO's voice in a posh and kind of, like, that kind of voice, like this, and stuff like that. Because that's how he sounds like in the Sparks of Hope game. But apparently there's quite a few different voices in that game, because there's voice acting in that game, so honestly that's going to be interesting. Obviously we're going to do my voice for those, because I feel like I'm more connected to the games when we do the voice acting stuff. So obviously we'll probably turn off voices, or we'll find a way to do so. But honestly, I had a lot of fun, and I'm gonna say that I'm kind of sad that our adventure has now come to an end. I knew it was going to be short, because obviously it was only $11 for me to buy this DLC, because I had some gold coins from the Nintendo Switch shop, so I was easily able to, put a couple coins in and get it. But it was originally $15, so honestly, I knew it was going to be a short thing, because the original game is like $60. So, honestly, I had a lot of fun. It was a grand adventure. And I really loved the comboing off of Donkey Kong and Rabbid Cranky. Not much comboing potential when it came to Rabbid Peach. The sentry was an option, but we never did it. Just because the sentries didn't do damage until late game. And they would do more if we had Luigi and Rabbid Peach. We already know this, because that was our strategy in the original game, using a lot of sentries with Rabbid Peach and Luigi. But honestly, there was a lot of combo potential, and I really, really enjoyed Donkey Kong and Cranky. And I didn't really get to enjoy a lot of the other characters in the original playthrough, because my specific build was Rabbid Peach and Luigi and Mario, and since you're kind of forced to use Mario, you can't really change your strategy up much, unless you're specifically used to another character. And you couldn't use two Rabbids at the same time. Or wait, no, you could use two Rabbids at the same time, but you couldn't use two human characters. So it was a little unfortunate. So you would use two human characters, but you couldn't have a third one. And then, or you could use two Rabbids. So there wasn't much potential for using like Luigi and Princess Peach, or Yoshi and Princess Peach, or kind of like, you had to kind of figure it out. But I did like Yoshi. We did get to use Yoshi for a little bit, and he ended up being another character I really enjoyed, because I was able to use our current strategy with using Yoshi by swapping out Luigi. So there is a lot of combo potential when you figure out who works with who, because some characters don't work with others. But with the fact that apparently you can use any teammate in Sparks of Hope, I'm really looking forward to that, because I have a feeling we're going to find some really, really nice combos in that game, if we do things right. So, honestly, with that being said, I'll see you all in Sparks of Hope, and I really, really, really enjoyed your guys' company when coming and playing through this game. And technically, although I I just came back from Pokemon Scarlet Violet when we started this series. Honestly, we got back into the swing of things pretty quickly. So, honestly, we did pretty good, I think. So, with that being said, thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful-ish day. Keep being spooky. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out. Hey boys and girls, thank you all for watching today's episode. If you liked what you saw today, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe. And hit the bell notification down below. If you guys have any kind of suggestions for games, please put that in the comments down below as well. Thank you all for watching today's episode, and keep being spooky. Peace out, guys.